Welcome once again for the stereochemistry optical isomerism part. In the last lectures, we have to discuss with the optical activity, enantiomers, diastomers, some definitions related with the constitutional isomerisms, stereoisomerisms, their definitions, configurational isomerism, conformational isomerisms, part of configurational isomerism, that is geometric isomerisms, optical isomerisms. Again, these optical isomerisms. In optical isomerisms, diastomers and enantiomers. We have to discuss in the last lecture or last class. Now, in that we have to study with the chirality, chiral object and achiral object. We have to discuss in the last sessions along with the asymmetric center, non-superimposable mirror images, asymmetric centers along with some examples. These are the examples related with the asymmetric centers. Then chiral molecule with one asymmetric centers. The formula for the calculation of enantiomers, that is 2 raised to n formula. With the help of these examples, we have to discuss the asymmetric center containing one chiral carbon atoms having their enantiomeric forms. If more than one, that is two or more chiral carbon atom present, then they convert into its diastonic form as well as meso compounds. We have to designate it like that. These are the examples related with the diastomers and meso compound. Yesterday's class, up to this part, we have to discuss. In meso compounds, within the molecules, bifurcate with the mirror planes. They exactly similar to the opposite side. That compounds are called as meso compounds. Then we have to move forward related with the optical isomerisms, how to represent enantiomers in their respective perspective formulas. There are some formulas to give the representation of enantiomers from 3D to 2D plates. That formula is called as perceptive formulas. It shows two bonds of the asymmetric centers are as lines in the plane of the paper. Another bond as a solid wedge producing forward out of the planes. And the fourth bond is a hatched wedge bond. It indicates that particular atoms or group of atoms are behind the plane of the papers. Here you have to see the formula, perceptive formula for the concerned enantiomers. This bifurcation means solid lines of these two bonds shows asymmetric lines as lines in the plane of the papers. This is the solid wedge, which indicate means this one. Solid wedge. It indicate that this group is above the plane of the papers. Means this particular groups is nearer to the observer in 3D segment. And this type of line indicating showing the particular group or particular atom forward out of the papers. Means these atoms or molecules are very near to the observers, whereas the hatched lines means this type of lines are called as dotted lines. Hatched wedge or dotted wedge, it indicates that particular groups or particular bonds is behind the papers. if you see in the 2D planes. Behind the papers means the particular atom or particular groups are far away from the observer at the last side when see in the mirror. This formula is called as perceptive formula for writing 3D structures in the 2D planes. Here indications: solid line, solid wedge, dotted wedge, and line. This is a lines between carbon, hydrogen and carbon, oxygen. It indicates they are present in the plane of the papers, whereas this solid line indicate above the plane of the papers, and this hatched wedge indicating behind the plane of the papers when you draw in the plane of surface of papers. This type of formula is called as perceptive formula. This is one of the examples given here with 2-bromobutane in enantiomeric forms. They represent in the perceptive formulas like that. The CH3 groups behind the planes of the papers, ethyl group above the plane of the papers or front forward out of the papers, and the hydrogen and bromine with carbon atoms. The line represent plane. They lie in the plane of the papers. In this way, you have to draw the various structures with this formula, perceptive formula, by indicating the wedge lines, solid wedge lines, dotted wedge lines, and line only. Solid wedge, dotted wedge, line indicating the particular formula. With the help of this, you have to represent 2D structures into the 3D planes. Another formula for the drawing of 3D structure into 2D plane, that is features projection formula. In that formula, the representation of the asymmetric centers as the point intersection of the two perpendicular lines. Whenever the horizontal line and perpendicular lines, they meet at particular point, that point indicating the asymmetric centers or chiral center in the formula, in the projection formulas. If you see in the pictures, here this intersection of vertical line and horizontal line, it indicate chiral atoms are called as asymmetric center. When observe a particular structure, observer observe that if you see the observer, see the structures. Here, the C structure is above the plane, means near to the observer, whereas D atoms present in the structures, they are behind, means far away from the observers. Then they determine the structures in 2D plane in the form of features projection like that. In this way, they are writing, assuming that the particular structure is looked like in 2D planes. Means B and A are in the plane of the sides, and the C is near to the observer, D is the behind the observer. Then the observer returns the formula in this fashion. So the interaction of these two lines, they indicating the particular atom is chiral carbon atoms or asymmetric centers, whereas the particular groups lies on the lines, horizontal lines or vertical lines. This type of projection is called as features projection formula. Here, the horizontal lines in features projections, the horizontal lines means this line, this type of line indicating that the project out of the plane of paper means this type, these lines is assuming that the particular bonds that project out of the plane of the paper, horizontal line. Sorry, this one is vertical line, this one is a horizontal line, this type of lines. In horizontal lines, the particular bonds project out from the plane of the papers, whereas the vertical line represent the bonds that extend back from the plane of the paper and away from the viewer or observers. These lines indicating in the features as well as in features projection in horizontal lines as well as vertical lines. Horizontal line represent whatever the atoms present on horizontal lines, they are projected out of the plane of the papers. Means they, while the observers show seen the particular structures, they are look like towards the observer sides. This horizontal line represents whatever the bonds, whatever the groups present in horizontal lines, they, that indicating the particular groups or atoms project out of the plane of the papers. Whereas the vertical lines, the atoms present in the structures that extend back from the plane of the papers. It means that these groups, vertical line groups, are away from the observers, whereas these asymmetric centers lie in the plane of the papers. This intersecting line indicating asymmetric centers, and that centers are lie in the plane of the papers. Means horizontal lines above the plane of the papers, vertical lines, whatever the groups present in the vertical lines or bonds present in vertical lines, they are below the plane of the papers, in short. And the asymmetric center is present on the plane of the paper. It indicates that. This type of projection formula is called as features projection formula. In generally, in the examinations, it will give the question as discuss the features of features projection formula. What are the features? Here, intersecting lines of horizontal as well as vertical lines. The intersecting point is indicated as asymmetric carbon atoms, and that asymmetric carbon atoms lie in the plane of the papers. Whereas the horizontal lines indicating the grooves or bonds present on horizontal lines, they are above the planes, means nearer to the observers when observe the particular structure in 3D segment. Whereas the vertical lines in this formula, along with whatever the bonds, whatever the atoms present in vertical lines, that indicating particular groups or bonds are below the plane of the papers when you write in the 2D plans. In this way, you have to give the features of features projection in examinations along with this example. I'll have to note down these examples related with the features projection formula. This is one of the important projection formula for the representation of 2D, 3D structures into the 2D planes by features. That's why the name indicating features projection formula.